Hi everyone. I'm going to do a quick video, kind of a review of a new clamp that I got for my CertiFlat tab and slot welding table. I made a video a little while back about the Strong Hand Tools clamps, and if you didn't see it, I'll post a link. But essentially how these work is you put them in these holes and then you thread this nut on the bottom, and then you clamp your material down. They work great. What I don't like about them is that if I am going to create a jig, maybe I'm going to, I don't know, make a bunch of squares, let's say, and I need to put my material in and clamp it and then unclamp it. As I move this back and forth, eventually what happens is this nut underneath comes loose and falls off. Underneath my welding table here, I have all kinds of bins of tools and scrap and different stuff, and it always winds up falling in there, and it takes me a while to go find it because without the nut, this clamp kind of wants to ride up. After a while, it kind of just rides up, so you really need this nut. So anyways, the video I had on YouTube, someone posted a comment, I believe it was Ray, at ClampPlus, and he said, hey, check out these new clamps that we have. So I watched the video that he linked to, and I'll include that in the description of this video. And I checked it out and it looked cool, and I replied back. I said, hey, if you want to send me some samples, I'll check them out and I'll do a little video. So that's what I'm doing. So Ray sent me 2 of these clamps. So here's one assembled. This is what he sent me here. This toggle clamp I purchased myself. These are made by Bessie, and the particular model that he recommended was this STC-HH50. So he said this worked best, so that's what I went and found. I found some on eBay pretty cheap. I don't know, maybe they were 25 bucks each. So I picked up a few, and then Ray sent me this package. Actually, he sent me 2. I have one assembled. So what you have in here is you have this, what is this called? A toggle clamp block, okay? So they have blocks that are already machined, and I believe the purpose, they don't have this hole, but the purpose is so that you can mount your clamp to it, and then you can maybe weld it to a table or something like that, and then you have your clamp. But these are temporary, so it's nice. So it comes with this block, and etched on it is, it says STC-HH50/70. So the 50 is what matches this particular clamp. So if you have different clamp styles, you get different blocks, and you know, okay, this block goes with this clamp, and this other block goes with this other size clamp. So that's nice. So what they give you is they give you a longer threaded rod and then a shorter threaded rod and then a bolt. So this goes in here. I don't know if I'll use the shorter one. I think I'm just going to use the longer one. But what they say to do is put this in a vise, put this rod in the vise, and then you take a 6mm and then you tighten it up. I'm not going to go through all that, but that way you can get it really tight. I can kind of get it tight, just hand tight, but okay. And then you mount your clamp. You unscrew these M6 bolts, and then you screw it in. And I believe the size for that is a 4mm. So right there, okay. So then it's all mounted up, but then what he also gives you is he gives you this rubber stopper, I guess, and then he also gives you just a bolt. But what's nice about it is that this one that comes with the clamp, or this rubber one, if I'm going to clamp a piece of steel and I'm going to weld, I'm assuming that this rubber or plastic is going to melt. So you can use this kind of like that. The thumb screw is nice. The Bessie one, it has a nut and a screw. So to switch it out, I'm just going to unscrew this little clamp, and then this little ring. What does he call it? I've included what I call my internal threaded bolt retainer. So there's the bolt retainer right there. Okay, so that goes in here, and it's notched so that when you put it in, it locks in, and then you, oops, put this little thumb screw, I guess it's called, and you tighten it up, and there you go. Okay. So let's put these aside, and we'll clamp some material. So here is the one that I've already completed. It didn't take long at all, and let me show you what's nice about it. So I have some material here. I'm going to put this guy here, and I basically just put it down. And all you do is you kind of just rock it back, because this is a little bit undersized for this hole, and it's supposed to be like that, so that it has some room to kind of wedge itself in. So put it back, move my material over. Oops. Why isn't that working? There we go. I didn't have the clamp right. I'm still figuring out. These are spring-loaded and self-adjusting, so I'm still figuring out how to clamp those, but there you go. It's clamped in. Now, let's say I'm using the clamp for material that thickness, and I have another piece that I want to clamp. And maybe I want to clamp it over here. I move it over there, and I'm done. With these, I'd have to either have them all over the place, unscrew it, screw it in, slide it up and down. It's pretty simple, but you know, I'm not dogging these. I do like these. I have a bunch of them, and I'm going to continue to use them. But this is just faster. You know, I have more material. Put it up. And there you go. So it's very fast, it's very sturdy. Another feature that I really like, I'm starting to get into some woodworking, but Ray let me know that this, no, I can't get it off. This post here, you can get another post, and I guess there's like woodworking benches that have holes in them where kind of like the same concept. You put a rod down in it, and you kind of angle it, and the torque holds it in. So he said these plates, you can get different rods, and you can put them on, and there you have clamps that can be used for woodworking or metalworking. These rubber stops would be really nice for woodworking, so that it doesn't mar your material. These would also work. There's nothing wrong with these, but I don't know, I kind of like the thumb screw, so I can adjust the height. It's a lot quicker than using a screwdriver, you know, a flathead screwdriver. So I'm going to put all the links in the description below, so definitely check them out. They don't seem like they're too expensive, so I'm probably going to order up a bunch more. So that's about it. Please comment. Let me know if you have any questions. I always appreciate some positive comments or questions. Not really into people who are into just bashing one product or saying negative things. It's just not what I'm into. So please be sure to like the video and click the subscribe button and share with anyone you think might enjoy it. So I'll see you next time. Thanks.